I have seen firsthand the issue of domestic violence and the other crimes addressed in this bill. I agree Congress should focus on ways to address these issues. I do have to say, however, that I think the approach to this bill is unnecessarily partisan. In the past, VAWA enjoyed the broad support of members of both parties. Unfortunately, that cannot be said with this year's VAWA reauthorization bill. One area that is unnecessarily partisan involves findings related to the connection between guns and female deaths in domestic situations. I would urge the majority to review your findings. I think you have mischaracterized what certain studies have found. In fact, this bill also cherry-picks data. In one such case, your bill uses data to support your political objectives while you fail to mention the most significant finding in one of the studies you cite. I want to bring the conclusion of this study to the attention of the committee. To quote the study, an abuser's lack of employment was the only demographic factor that significantly predicted femicide risks after we controlled for a comprehensive list of more proximate risk factors. This committee should take note how important job creation is for curbing domestic violence. Thankfully, the actions of the current administration and its focus on job creation is working. This will have an important impact in reducing domestic violence. Second, the tax modification bill passed last Congress is helping to create jobs, and this too will reduce female deaths due to domestic violence, according to the study the Democrats cite in their bill. In terms of my amendment, it will do two things. First, it adds an additional conclusion to the findings in the bill from one of the key studies the majority has cited in their bill. This study concluded that after accounting for variables, when a woman who has been a victim of domestic violence has sole access to a firearm, she is safer. The reason for this is obvious. She is able to defend herself. Second, consistent with the important scientific data, this amendment would allow the Attorney General to provide VAWA grant money to organizations that conduct firearms training courses for victims of domestic violence. Proper training will empower victims, giving them a sense of security. It will allow them to protect themselves, curbing future instances of domestic violence. The studies Ms. Bass has used in her bill support this common sense approach, and I urge the committee to adopt my amendment. And I yield back.